Welcome back. Okay, we're talking about this new year, new you, new year kind of deal. New you, new year, I don't know. It's just kind of our theme because it is the time of year that a lot of people make some commitments to change a few things when the new year starts. And so welcome to 2013. Joining me are two women that inspire me. Every time they come in, I am inspired. I want to be better at what I'm doing because they've been so successful at making some changes in their lives. Joy Ermey from Weight Watchers, who cooked with me and lightened up my Christmas cookies last week, and Cindy Sipe, who has transformed herself, sometimes during Weight Watchers, but also you've become kind of a turbo enthusiast, right? Fitness.
Yes.
You're fitness crazy.
Exactly, crazy about it.
Joy, your initial weight loss was after your kids were born or during?
No, it was before I was even married.
Okay, really? So you can't even blame the kids.
No, I can blame my parents.
Fantastic. So you lost 40 pounds, is that right?
Just about 50.
50 pounds. Don't miss a pound, man.
0.2.
And Cindy, you over the past, is it year and a half, or talk about your journey a little bit?
About a year and a half, I've lost around 90 pounds.
Around 90 pounds?
Around 90 pounds,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
I rounded up sometimes. It might be like 89.2.
And you also have done Weight Watchers, but
Right.
you've also turned yourself into a fitness trainer. And I mean, that's amazing.
I just got certified to teach Turbo Kick, which is
Turbo
one
Kick.
of my favorite things to do.
What do you like about Turbo Kick?
It's fun. Like, you don't feel like you're working out. It's just, everyone has a workout that they love or you hate. And for me, this is the one that I love and that I really wanted to do. And it's fun. There's good music. You get to kick things. I mean, not literally, but you get aggression out, kicking.
And now you're going to be teaching. Would you ever believe that you would be this far 2 years ago?
No, not at all. It was one of my goals this past year to finally do it. I've talked about it in the past, like, oh, it'd be great to teach something and to get involved because it helps me to stay motivated. And I never did it. And this year I was like, I'm doing it. I don't care. So I signed up, did it. It was 3 hours drive to go do it, but it was all right.
So what's the difference between Cindy of 2011 and Cindy of 2012 that achieved this difference in your life? Because honestly, every year we all make these sort of decisions. I'm going to, write a novel, clean the closet, whatever. And lots of times that lasts about 5 minutes. So what changed?
I actually wrote down my goals this time of what I wanted to accomplish for the year, and it was one of my main things. It was like the #1 thing on top, teach, get certified in Turbo Kick. So I did it.
So it was on there. Now, how many other things were on there?
There's probably a lot more on there that I haven't.
But you got the top one.
Yeah, I got the first one.
More than a lot of us
That's
get.
okay, they'll transfer over.
That's
I'll
right.
get
There's no expiration date.
Right.
And so for you, what we want to talk about too is Weight Watchers has kind of these simple behavior changes or daily things that you should be doing. When we look at the big goals, sometimes it becomes daunting. Like run a marathon, okay.
I mean, if I asked you 2 years ago, if I told you were going to be 90 pounds lighter and you were going to be living a healthier life and teaching Turbo Kick, you probably would have kicked me.
Probably, I would have laughed.
You would have laughed.
Right.
So you can't look at that big goal necessarily. It's good to have a goal. Right. It's wonderful. You will not go forward without a goal, but maybe they should be a little bit smaller.
Right. I did mine for my weight loss. It was like that. It was 5 pounds at a time.
Yeah.
I love that. We've talked about that before. And this is helpful.
Right.
Like if you feel right now that you can't do it, it's too far away. You're right. It is. But you can do 5 pounds. Because everybody's lost 5 pounds before. You have lost 5 pounds, or you have, so it's like, okay, I'm just going to do that.
Right.
And then you do it again.
Myself. Like, if you have rewards, I think it helps too. Like every, so many pounds. Like when I hit 25 pounds, I bought like a new outfit. And 50 pounds. It was like that for me too. So it also helps, like little
rewards along the way.
And it helps to tell everyone.
Right.
You're a teller.
This is what my next goal is, because it's the accountability.
Right.
I'm going to do it because Cindy told you last year that she wanted to get certified in Turbo Kick. So every time she saw you, maybe you're like, so how's that certification going?
Right.
And if you didn't do it, then you were more like, oh,
yeah,
I didn't do it. I wasn't
embarrassed.
doing it. It does help a lot.
It shames you into it a little bit. That's right. My mom will always say that to me. Like, I'm telling you because no one else will tell you. Your hair, ooh. Thanks, Mom. But it's true. A little mom sometimes goes a long way. So what we were talking about, though, is then the way that we can make, I love these healthy habits second nature. I mean, that's where you're taking something that seems big, like I'm going to start eating healthy, which sounds like, what? It's just too much. But let's break it down a little bit, and you're calling it 360. Explain the 360.
Yeah, Weight Watchers 360 Degrees is the name of our new program. And Points Plus, which we've been doing for the last 2 years with Weight Watchers, is not changing. And it's been really fantastic that we have been eating healthier, but now we have to take it a step farther. We have to rely less on willpower and all these decisions, and like you said, make our habits second nature. So some real easy things that you can do this year is just say, you know what, one of my habits is I'm gonna have a fruit or a vegetable at every meal.
And do you notice this? I notice this about myself. We're making dinner, and if my husband says, do you want a salad? And I say no, it's because I am off my plan. Like I know I'd like more room for the noodles, and I'd like more room for the potato, and I don't want that salad. And it's like a red flag. Like, I've been saying no to those salads, and that if you ingrain that, I love that. Have a vegetable with everything you're eating.
And it's easy to do. I mean, in breakfast, you can do it with cereal or oatmeal is really easy. You can put any fruit on it. Have a salad before any meal, especially dinner. And then you can put, if you have sandwiches at lunch, you can put almost any vegetable in a sandwich. So it's simple. It's something simple. However, it is a habit. And then once you do it enough, it becomes second nature. It's just like putting your shoes on before you walk out of the house. You don't even have to think about it anymore. You're just putting that fruit or vegetable on your plate with every meal.
Because you're filling yourself up, you're adding nutrients, and and like you said, it's not a thinking thing. It's just that's part of, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have cereal without the milk in it. Well, I'm not going to have my food without this vegetable or fruit. It's just, and it makes a huge difference.
And it's good filling food, and it tastes good. So you're happy because you're satisfied. You're not leaving the table hungry because you've deprived yourself. You actually find that you have more food on your plate, especially when you start with a first course. So here you are eating in this whole salad plus your meal.
It's perfect. I love it, and it's just doable. I like doable lately. Okay, so the next thing is before you leave home, pack a snack. Do you do this? Do you pack a snack?
I do.
You
I always
pack your
have something
snack?
in my purse at all times.
Just for that moment when you haven't had lunch, or you're stuck in traffic, or you're, you know, you're sad. It's like for me, I need a snack. I'm sad. But that is another. Always have a snack in your bag or in your desk, or something that's in your plan.
We're just coming off this super busy December holiday season, so we've been in this habit of being on the run and just grabbing anything you can grab. So it's the pretzel kiosk at the mall, or it's the drive-through. Well, in order to break that habit, we have to have something in its place.
I call this the season we're coming off of that starts at the end of October through January 1st, the Eat-a-Palooza. Because it is every, you know,
or the trifecta of the Halloween,
it's
Thanksgiving,
just a bullet train towards gaining the 10 pounds you lost last year, and it's like, ugh. So here we are, and it's over with. We've got to pull it together, and that is one way. Is you know, you've got suggestions on whether you're a sweet, you know, I love a sweet treat. You know, so I have the apple peanut butter situation. But if you're a great salty snack, sounds like the dumbest thing ever. But my friend Kathy started doing this for me, and I started doing it, and it was, I will cut up peppers and celery and carrots, put them in the baggie with just a little bit of pepper, a tiny little bit of sea salt, and it feels crunchy and salty like when everyone else is grabbing the vending machine, I have that.
Nice.
It sounds silly, but it just
you
makes
get
a
the
difference.
crunch and the salt. That's what we're after.
Want, those basic things. All right, so then the next thing would be, I eat your meal free of distraction. What? I have my laptop open. I'm watching Nashville. What are you talking about?
First of all, stop
Crazy
eating
lady.
during Nashville. That's 10 o'clock at night.
Well, for me, I DVR it, so it's okay.
Okay.
I'm never up at 10 o'clock at night.
Enjoy your food.
Enjoy your food.
Enjoy your food. And in order to enjoy your food, you have to free yourself of all distractions. So just for 30 minutes, shut the laptop case, shut the TV off. Just sit there, whether you're alone.
I'm really guilty.
It's hard. That's a hard thing to do.
When you're by yourself too, it's just easy to do.
And what happens when you're watching an exciting show too? You're eating faster.
Run! I've got how much you had because you
And
don't
then
feel full.
where are you gonna, if you're sitting on the couch and you're watching TV while you're eating, where's your salad? it's still in the kitchen because
it's
I
hard
can
to
only
hold a
bring one plate
salad.
in.
Right, it's easier to just go like this than to have this.
So you know, if you can just get in that habit, again, it's difficult to change your habits.
It is.
But if we can get in the habit of having no distraction and savoring our food, and you may probably have recognized this in the last 2 years, and even if a lot of people do it for health reasons, is they cut their sodium and their sugar intake, and your food tastes different.
It does, yeah.
And you don't know that it tastes different unless you take the time to savor your food and to really taste it.
Right.
So it's, you might, well, I don't think I'd like that. Oh, I didn't even know this tasted like that because
But
it's
it
usually
does.
coated with salt.
Well, an apple can be the best thing ever if you're not eating a bunch of sugar, processed sugar. It really, I mean, people like an apple. I'm like, honestly, when I have cut out candy and cakes and all those other things, and I have an apple, it is like a dessert. It is
'Cause you taste the
amazing 'cause
sugars.
you really appreciate
And
it.
there's so many different kinds that.
But it does take
different.
time. I mean, you do have to, like Alan talked about with me that he was angry in the first couple of months. So when you do, because you're like, wait, I should just be able to do, these are things that make me happy, and now, I only live once and I want them to make me happy. But get through that couple of months and you can make it and see a
easier.
huge improvement. You know, when you compare, he's like, now I've come out the other side and I can't even believe I didn't. What was I waiting for? All right, so do you resolve things? You don't resolve things, you make goals, right? So that's a better way to look at it. You made a goal, and that's really what made the difference for you, instead of I want to lose. I don't want to lose anything. I only want to gain things, but good things, right?
Right.
I want to gain strength, I want to gain control, I want to have a more fulfilling life than I have at this very moment. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. Nobody wants to lose, right?
Right.
Right. It's because sometimes when you focus just on losing, it's a negative. So let's gain some good habits, some control, some strength. I have a goal this year, but I'm afraid to say it on TV yet. Maybe I will in a couple of weeks, but I have a goal this year, sort of like what you were saying, but not exactly, but similar.
See, now I'm curious. Now I think she should.
Because
I'll tell you.
she says
If I say it, then everybody's gonna be like, how's that coming, girl?
I want everyone
Oh,
on
forget
your
you ever heard me
Facebook.
say that.
That's why you need to tell us.
That's right. I'll tell you at the commercial break. And
Okay.
maybe in a couple of months, I'll tell you guys at home how it's going if I don't quit. Amy, all right. When we come back, I have tools that I use in the kitchen to stay healthy and keep healthy. So does Cindy, and so does Joy. We're going to show you we need a little help. So these are some of the things that will help us in the kitchen. Also, I'm going to make my quick, easy, on-the-go breakfast. Stay with us.